What's up, Internet and my fellow little impactors? It's Kirk FM with this week's Top 5. The releases for this August 12th. Some pretty rad stuff, some fan favorites. And by the way, while I'm filming this, we just got all the new Star Wars news that dropped today, which I'm freaking out about, and hopefully we'll talk about that on the next podcast. But guess what? Some Star Wars made it into the Top 5, so I feel good, I feel complete. I feel that we've come full circle in that you get to talk about something just with all the excitement that I have today with all the Star Wars releases and news and information. Why didn't I get passes to D23? I should have done that. Whatever. Let's get into it. Number 5 this week, Secret Wars tie-in, A-Force number 3 by Wilson Bennett and Molina. When the series first started, I thought, what the hell is this all about? And then with issue 2, I went, okay, you've got my attention. And now issue 3 is definitely up the ante. It's a very quick read. The action is awesome. Obviously, Wilson from Ms. Marvel, and she's doing a killer job over there. Go check that stuff out. But the other reason why I really want to talk about this series very quickly is Molina and his art. It is definitely one of the cooler aspects of this series, and I really just want to commend the artist right now. The way he's drawing this all-female team is not overtly sexual, you know, with the exception of how you would consider some of the costumes designed, but I don't necessarily think that's a him thing. Seriously, just, it's not, the realistic bodies, there's different bodies, and as an artist who is probably working comics all the time, it's really cool that he's actually paid a lot of really great special attention and detail to these character designs. So, number 4 this week, I was excited about Star Wars, so I get to be even more excited talking about Star Wars. Lando number 2. What's this series about? Oh, I don't know. Lando and Lobot decided to steal the Emperor's sweet whip. Oh well, what worse things could happen? I'll tell you exactly what's going on with this. Lando, Lobot, Mayleave, Soul. These guys, it's just such a fun series. Tesla, you need to stop the panting. I can hear you. I'm sorry, honey. It's got to stop. I know you get really excited when I start talking. It's weird. Mayleave's art totally fits in with the Star Wars universe. It's fantastic in that aspect. Also, Charles Soule is definitely having so much fun because you get to character build and world build in this little corner that is Lando Calrissian. And it's just been a great series. They stole a really sweet ship. It turned out that it belonged to the Emperor. It also turned out that the Emperor really wants it back. Whoops. And number 3 this week, Phonogram number 1, The Immaterial Girl. I would like to welcome back to comic books the sassiest comic about music that you will ever read. This is, for me, a fan favorite. It's by Gillen and McKelvey, and they are one of my favorite creative teams. They also did the first 2 original phonograms. They did the amazing run of Young Avengers over at Marvel a couple years ago, and also they are the creative team behind Wiccan Divine. But there's something so fantastic, so cool, that they went back and they have revisited Phonogram. This is the 3rd time they've gone back to this world. Basically, music is magic. And as a new reader to Phonogram, I don't want you to feel bogged down that you don't necessarily know exactly what all the references are or what they talk about, because the authors are very great in doing these really cool essays that will kind of fill you in and explain a lot of the world that these characters encompass at the end of the comic. Definitely, Phonogram. The art's awesome. The dialogue is spot on. And like I said, you're definitely going to relate to a lot of these characters because they are people that you know in your real life. Go do it. Number 2 this week. Guess what? I'm going to go with a title that a lot of you are not going to agree with me with, but I'm still going to make the case anyways. Yeah, we'll fucking rock this after I get a sip of ginger ale. Anyways, Batman number 43 by Snyder and Capullo. It is the whole super heavy story arc where Commissioner Gordon is now Batman. Sorry, we're 3 issues into this story arc. If I spoiled anything for you, you gotta get caught up a little bit here. So yeah, after we had the Endgame and Joker and Bruce got into like the last final, battle to death. They were down in the cave and everything was crashing down around them, and we weren't quite sure what happened. Batman went missing for a little bit, and the Gotham City PD really felt like The city still needed a Batman, and the only person that could actually fill those shoes is Commissioner Gordon. We have shaved the mustache, given him a mohawk, and he has quit smoking, and now it's kind of weird to see a drawn Batman with, like, cigarette candies coming out of his mouth and kind of cracking a smile. Just get to it, man. Just fucking get to it already, dude. I get it. Ugh. We did find out that Bruce is still alive. The way they explain it is very strange because it all ties into Joker's last plan and also what kept all the Court of Owls going after they had died. So I kind of want you guys to go and explore that. But this issue is really fun because now it opens up this new character they've brought in called Mr. Bloom. And he's been the one behind empowering a lot of Gotham City's newest criminals and, like, giving them superpowers. And it's kind of cool. Like I said, I'm the weird guy who liked it when they did the brain switch with Doc Ock and Peter. It's going to get back to normal. It will. And I guess Robot Mecha Bunny Batman suit is actually kind of starting to grow on me a little bit. And before we get the number one pick of the week, I actually have to talk about the disappointment of the week. And this is kind of a very frustrating pick, but for obvious reasons. We're going to go with Justice League Gods and Monsters number 1. This ties into the Bruce Timm DC animated short, which I have seen and is amazing. Please go check that out. Why is this a disappointment? For the last 3 weeks, they've actually been releasing one-shots focusing on each character of the Justice League. And it's not your usual Batman, it's not your usual Superman, and it's not your usual Wonder Woman. For instance, the guy that is known as Superman in this universe is actually the son of Zod, and he's the one that survived Krypton's explosion, and instead of being raised in Kansas, was raised by a family of migrant workers, and he is definitely ego-driven. Those last 3 one-shots, I'm going to tell you to go get those, because they were great, but they didn't quite make the top 5 list each week. Leading up to this, it's been the big disappointment. The art is lackluster, and unfortunately, it's also covered up by so much narrative word boxes that I feel like they're actually trying to cover up the art and kind of like make apologies for it. There's no great moments in the comic. There's no real reason for you to get excited or latch onto it. Some of the character relationships don't make quite a lot of sense, especially between this Batman and this Superman. And on top of that, I kind of felt weird about the relationship with this new Superman and this new Wonder Woman. It's not great, and it's such a disappointment considering how great the last 3 one-shots were, especially considering that Bruce Timm is actually involved in this story. Alrighty guys, here we go. Number 1 this week. I am very excited to talk about this series. Image Comics, it's by Han and Hurley. We're going to talk about The Beauty number 1. Right away, I need to let you know that this is one of the best first issues I have read in recent memory that definitely has got me hooked to see where the rest of the series is going to go. Essentially, we're going to follow a group of police detectives, kind of like a buddy cop system, and what we are dealing with is this STD that they call the Beauty. And what this sexually transmitted disease does is actually make you the best version of yourself. So extra weight falls off, cheekbones get a little higher, skin gets a little tighter, no more wrinkles, and it's literally a sexually transmitted disease that you catch that makes you more beautiful. And just let that concept sink in for a second and kind of figure out, you know, all the different stories that you could tell about that. Honestly, right away, the art's perfect. I'm not going to say dark and gritty. I'm not going to say that. But the color palette and the lines in this thing definitely show you a kind of like claustrophobic, you know, environment that they're in right now, and kind of like the fine line that these detectives are walking as far as people that have this disease and the people that loathe the people that have this disease. And it's just like at any moment something might break out between the two factions. It is so cool. And then suddenly it takes a weird biochemical emergency twist in the story that, again, now it's not just these weird social and ethical questions that we are asking. Now we have an honest to God like mystery emergency that we have to deal with. And on top of that, like the perfect soap opera, oh my god, what happens next ending. Guys, I honestly cannot tell you enough to go get this issue. It's probably one of the best #1 issues I have read in such a long time. I am so excited that you know, you get to see this type of creativity coming out of Image Comics. It's freaking awesome. Go do it. And there we have it. Comic book releases, your top 5 for this past week. As always, please find me on Twitter at KirkLikesStuff. I'm always there all the time, just kind of like, you know, like whatever enters my little feeble, sad head, I decide to put on the internet. And as always, comments down below. Tell me where I got it right. Tell me where I got it wrong. Please tell me what you're reading. And again, I just want you guys to go check out some of these titles and share your thoughts. Like, if you think that you saw it from a different point of view that I didn't, I definitely want to have that learning experience and have that conversation with you guys. And as always, please go over and follow Comic Impact and go like and subscribe and find some of the other videos that we do over there and the podcast. And I keep telling you guys, watch it the next few months because we got some pretty cool stuff that we're getting ready to line up and announce. And yeah, I'm really excited for what we've got coming down the pike, so to speak. So as always, guys, when you make it this far in the video, it's always appreciated. Thank you for spending this time with us and sharing your love of comic books and having like this conversation. It's really cool. Until next week, I will find you later. Also, yeah, just please read more comics and take more chances with some of the stuff that you wouldn't normally read. You're going to find some really cool stuff out there. See you guys.